Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. We would like to present case study about Don't Let an Old Flame Die. Our group member is Home Peng 253941, Nabila Husna 264133, Muhammad Ashraf 268086 and Nabila Rafi'i 268141.
Overview. Brenda Dawson worked hard. She was a senior customer service associate trainer with the American Product, a statewide retail service organization with over 19 branch outlets. Typically, there were about 4 to 6 customer service agents (CAS) in each branch office. Brenda reported to Bill Abbott, head of the training department. Bill and Brenda started working in the training department at about the same time 2 years ago. Since then, Bill has noticed Brenda's natural talents for training. In his opinion, she has considerable potential for higher level of responsibility, which was why he became concerned when Brenda started showing signs of becoming bored, stressful. Bill wanted to deal with the problem directly but was not sure how to do it. He revealed the current situation in his department. There was 5 people in training department. In addition to Bill and Brenda, there was the second CAS trainer, Chris, a management trainee program coordinator, and the department secretary. All report directly to Bill, who was now swept with others' project. Bill thought about what he wanted. Few people reporting to him directly. A reinvigorated Brenda with new, more challenging assignment, and the entire CSA training effort coordinated and management at low level. Bill made a list of some additional pieces to this puzzle. The first, Brenda has superior experience and the potential to supervise others. She already was serving in a senior leading work capacity with Chris, another CS trainer. The second one, both he and Brenda was aware of need of other CAS training program, some already existing but could not be given because time limitation, whereas other need to be developed. The third, the rate of CAS turnover was subsiding, and Bill knew that soon there would be a need for only 1 3 weeks CAS training class. This would cut off the need of running 2 classes a time as was done now. The fourth one, there was a need for a new program of training CAS supervisor in branch service and superior tasks. The fifth, Bill handled virtually all administrative and political issues in order to avoid burdening the staff. The sixth, Chris, the second CAS trainer, has been doing an accepted job, but he needs to help and coaching. Bill has neither time nor the background to do that. Given this factor, Bill wondered what he could do to restructure Brenda's job in order to make it more challenging and satisfying, while also improving the productivity and effectiveness of the department.
We will move to question section. Question number 1. Is job enrichment an appropriate solution to this situation? Explain your answer. Well, my answer is yes, because there are many explanations for that. First, Brenda starts showing signs of demotivation in the form of an areas of burnout. Brenda may move on. Second, Brenda shows a strong promise of growth. Learning new skills, for example, will help develop certain talent. Finally, it might boost Bill's ability to run the department by delegating further responsibilities to Brenda. We will move to question number 2. Question number 2 is, identify how you would redesign Brenda's job to enrich it. Write both a job description and a mission statement for Brenda's new job. So, the answer is, under the job enrichment approach, I would like to move Brenda into a new job with higher levels of duties and responsibilities. The following duties are all candidates for her new job. These duties will be the core of any new job description. First, assuming full supervisory responsibility for the CSA training. Second, preparing and monitoring the budget for CSA training. Third, designing and implementing additional CSA training programs as needed. Number 4, leading the CSA advisory committee. Fifth, providing backup CSA training as needed. And finally, managing, plan and evaluate the CSA training and improve as indicated. The mission of this job is to manage the CSA training function to provide quality training on a timely basis to all branch offices.
So for the case study, don't let an old flame die, I'm going to explain about question number 3, which is identify how you would implement or go about completing this process. Think about how you would deal with the following: Brenda, Brenda's co-workers, other departmental staff, branch operations personnel, and the personnel department for the job evaluation. And also we have to create an implementation plan. Okay, as you can see in this video, here is some ways that we will implement or go about completing this process due to think about how we will deal with. Okay, number 1, Brenda. So Bill should schedule a meeting with Brenda to express his interest in her career and also well-being, and to suggest a way to realize those interests through a job enrichment effort. So he will explain how the initiative would work and enlist her involvement in the transitions. Number 2 is Brenda's co-worker. So the biggest concern will be Chris, who is used to reporting to Bill directly. So after the plans for Brenda's transitions are underway, Bill should explain to Chris what the plans are and the new reporting relationship. So this should include a detailing of timing as well as listening to any concern that Chris might have. And number 3, as you can see, which is other departmental staff. Okay, for other departmental staff, Bill should notify the rest of his staff accordingly. Okay, next is number 4, branch operation personnel. So the main customer of CSA training are the various personnel in the branch system, especially the operation manager. So Bill should schedule a meeting with the key managers in that group to inform them of the news. And Brenda should be at the meeting. So this meeting would be a good opportunity to review the quality of the service provided to date, identify and recurring problems, and also develop common solution to resolve those problems. So Brenda should be the focus so that she will manage in response to these issues. Furthermore, Bill should expect to spend time with Brenda over the following months, coaching and helping her into this new management job. Okay, lastly is number 5, the personnel department. Finally, Bill should notify personnel that Brenda's job has been redesigned and that it needs to be regraded. So because of the higher levels of responsibility and skills required, Brenda should expect to receive a salary adjustment. We move to create an implementation plan. So as you can see in this video, generally the plan of implementation would be something like: number 1, present the option to Brenda and enlist her agreement. Number 2, begin developing new job
descriptions and plan for transferring duties, which is need to be notify personnel. Number 3, notify Chris and other employees in unit. Number 4, begin coaching Brenda and preparing her for the transitions. Number 5, meet the branch operations and signal change. And lastly, number 6, complete the transition, which is Bill continues to coach and support Brenda during the period.
In conclusion, arrangement of work agreement is fitting for the overall circumstance. Typically, since Brenda started to appear sign of demotivation, appearing solid guarantee of development and in the long run boosting Bill's capacity to run the office by assigning assist obligation to Brenda. We, moreover, concurred to alter Brenda's work plan to improve it. This made Brenda move to a modern work at a better level. Among its center assignments are expecting full supervision obligation for CSA coach, planning and checking budget for CSA preparing, planning and executing extra CSA preparing program as required, chairing the CSA administrative committee, giving bolster CSA preparing as required and overseeing CSA preparing and advancement as appropriate. In arrange to carry out this prepare, we must begin with Brenda, Brenda's clerk, other division staff, department operation staff and personnel office. So, Bill chosen to meet with Brenda to specify her integrate in her career and well-being. For Brenda's CEO workers, Bill had to clarify to Chris what his plans were and the unused announcing relationship. For other division staff, department operation staff and personnel division, Bill must state the expanded obligation and aptitude required to success in this endeavor.